Do you ever feel confused about how to follow Jesus? That's where we find the disciples, Jesus' closest friends and followers, in the days after his resurrection. Even after they've encountered him, where he's walked through walls and spoken peace and breathed the Holy Spirit onto them, they go back to what they knew before. They go back to fishing. They don't really know what it means to follow Jesus in this moment. So what happens? What do we do when we feel at a loss for how to follow Jesus in a practical daily way, even after we have high mountaintop moments where we sense and experience his presence? I think the key is found in Jesus' words to them from the north shore of Galilee as he shouts over into the boat. Listen to what he says in John 21, verse 9. Actually, let's back up. Peter's recognized it's Jesus. He says, "It's the Lord." He wraps his outer garment around him and jumps into the water. Then the other disciples follow in the boat, towing the net full of fish, like 100 yards off of fish. They're rowing and towing these fish back to the shore. They land. They see a fire of burning coals there with fish on it and some bread. Jesus is already making breakfast for them, even though their haul of fish hasn't arrived. And still, Jesus says, "Bring some of the fish you've just caught. Give me what you're working with here." So Simon Peter climbed back into the boat and dragged the net ashore. It was full of large fish, 153. But even with so many, the net was not torn. Jesus said to them, "Come and have breakfast." None of the disciples dared ask him, "Who are you?" They knew it was the Lord. I love this line. He says, "Come, bring the fish over here. Bring those things to me." I love it because this is all they've done. This is what they're working with. And Jesus says, just give it over to me. I'll deal with the details. So if you feel confused as to what to do with Jesus today, how to follow him practically, just give him what you've already got. What's on your calendar today? What meetings do you have? What errands or assignments? Who are you going to be spending time with? And give that to him. Say, "Okay, Lord, here's what I have planned for my day. It's yours. What do you want out of it? How can I go into these ordinary moments in a way that's more loving and kind and peaceful and present to your Holy Spirit at work?" But Jesus already has fish over the fire. I don't know if he's going to use those fish to feed them, but he asks for them anyway. So it's not really our business what he does with what we give him, but it's our job to give it to him. That's my reflection today, and I hope yours. What do you already have to give to Jesus? And watch what he might do as you hand that over to him and continue moving about your day, hoping to be faithful and attuned to his Spirit at work. So that's what he's saying to you. What do you got? Bring it here, give it to me, and let me do the rest.